Hello, my healers. It's time for you to let go of anything and anyone and everything that's standing in the way of you living your life, your gift, and your purpose. This is happening in your first house of self, and wants to understand for you is that life is difficult enough without sticking to thoughts, patterns, or even people who make it more challenging than it actually needs to be. You may now recognize your own traits that you'd like to change or even insecurities you'd like to address. But what you don't need is somebody shaming you, blaming you for having them in the first place. What you need is somebody, someone who can assist you to work on through them. So it's time for you to notice when to let go of those who can't or just don't or won't even support you. So the full moon is kind of occurring in your sign. It's offering a reset button, releasing what keeps you from becoming anew.
Hello, with that, I was just getting into that Virgo. Inshallah and Ashe. Blessings to you, my energetic beings, and it is a tantalizing Thursday. We have arrived. So while we're waiting for people to hop onto the show, the live stream, or tune into the replay maybe a little later, really taking a breath and a pause and climbing in your skin, being embodied. The star that we are is shining through today, our higher selves, our Sira, what we look like on the other side. So this light is streaming and shining from the corridor of faith, inner faith that I talked about yesterday. And isn't it time to really shine like the illuminated star that we actually are, being in our authenticity and just sharing our light and showing the world who we are in that form? If you are in or feel as if you are in an environment that really dims your light, not feeling valued for your choreography, really going to a sacred space and holding the zone of neutrality, emotional neutrality as well, and heartfelt neutrality. It's kind of like a little ping pong within our energetic fields. So it's this unconditional love that we have for all of our inner selves, all of our inner characters and bodies. It's a divine reflection. So really being a watcher, an observer, and the dimmers of our star, are they really in alignment? Does it resonate with the core? Those heart waves, are they in alignment, in integrity with our soul's purpose, our soul's prime directive, our personal medicine? So if you're feeling any backfires, kind of like when an engine misfires, any misaligned spark plugs, feeling your vitals, your energetic vitals, your energy body vitals, maybe they need a tune-up, then it's more than likely not a part of your essence, the spiritual part of our core authenticity, the journey that we're navigating in our day-to-day reality in the realm. So it's through the power of love, self-love, that we can really heal, releasing what isn't coming with us and cleansing those spheres, the auric fields. I've been doing this for weeks now. And maybe a moment if you tune in and ask yourself, heartfelt in the choreography of our heart, if we are truly tuned in, standing in our spiritual gifting, our gift, our purpose, authentically, that spiritual attainment, faith really is the barometer, a knowing. So you may open a door receiving a loving bounty around something that you truly believe in. It may even be possible that it has to do with stepping into your spiritual role, really climbing into your skin and being a leader, a mentor, a role, just opening to learning and understanding, being in alignment, attunement, integrity with what you are spiritually becoming in this acumen. So it really is a magical day to skip a stone, a new stone, or turn over a new leaf. And in doing so, what or who we are authentically becoming, we may receive the test of all tests, which is going to be a test of faith. Again, I always think of the Fae when I think of tests or young guns, the test of all tests. But it's within our thoughts and our understanding and this choreography and just honing in and focusing on humanity, society as a collective, as a whole. So integrity is the authenticity. It's the key ingredient to access this spiritual acumen. So if our heart feels it when we are in alignment, in integrity, and resonating with heartfelt honesty with who we are authentically, you're going to know it. We got to clear the funnel. It's going to be like an epic translation of clarity, cleansing these waters, but really the auric field, the etheric field, the world outside of us, and reflecting and returning that frequency, energy, vibration back to us in the form of spirit. So with that, welcome to today's Daily Snippet. I am your host. I'm a practicing holistic shaman medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon, and a reflector by design. I do go by the term holistic shaman medium, which is just a choreography emerging of each and every one of them. But my intention is to utilize the indigenous technologies along with the elemental realms, the imaginal realms, into our original divine blueprint, our codex, to navigate our soul's harmonic through these realms. That's a lot. And with our spirit being online today, our crown center, along with our highest heart, this is the core. It's the God spot. It's something unique and individual, just like our energetic thumbprint, if you will, into these realms and dimensions and portals and gateways, just raising that frequency vibration, really, beyond the great beyond. But I do offerings, prescriptions, and rituals, mostly to like shake your rug a little bit, wake you up. The otherworldly kind, to really add to the juice, your main stage of this choreography. Rituals are of the origin. They really are food for our soul, our personal medicine, going even to the altars of the other world or the shrines of the other world, bringing them into this world. Whatever our personal medicine is, our prime directive, our gift and purpose, we have this, each and every one of us, so that we shine even brighter, especially on a day like today. My name is Tonya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. And of course, this came from my mom. It's like the only gift I got from my mom. And it probably wasn't even gifted. I probably just had it sealed with a kiss. So I'm just saying, connection with the other world. I drink out of coffee mugs that my mother, this is my other one, just sharing, paying it forward. Of course, sorry. If you have yet to subscribe to my channels, please do. YouTube or otherwise, I mostly go live on YouTube, but Tonya D on YouTube and Musing with Tonya D, my podcast. But now that we have entered the realm of spirit and karma, the crown is online during the entire season of Pisces. You can call in Sandalphon. This is our spiritual acumen. It's our prophetic vision center. This is like visions that come in colors of grays and blacks and whites, and it's just this divine spirit connection. And also Sandalphon. If you start belting out a tune, I had Silent Lucidity on yesterday. That's just what came in. The universe is juicy, but I'm just staying in that field. I also always like to give a shout out to the new peeps entering the village, the community. It really does take a village, a tribe. It's a voice of validation, acknowledgement, just I see you, I hear you, to our new friends and guests arriving to the show. Be sure to comment, new subscribers. Thank you and blessings. And of course, those of you that tune in and have been part of my journey since the beginning, it really does take a village, a tribe, to be part of the show, right? And gratitudes and blessings, just sending that out there, right? Send it out so it gets returned. Got to be in the flow. And also, of course, those that tune in to the replay later. And of course, also, if you don't mind hitting the bell button and the white rabbit, that's just what I call it. And remember, a comment if you do feel a message, if you need one for your day. Sharing is just another way of paying it forward, a gratitude and a blessing. You can, of course, always find me on other social channels, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, which is kind of, I'm nipping and tucking. It's great. Just remember, I am your otherworldly shamanic reflecting assistant. You truly are your own healer, but sometimes we have energetic hiccups and we need an otherworldly life coach assistant, myself included, by the way, to really get us out of our own magical way, just raising the bar. The daily snippet. What do I muse about here? The cosmic insights, the planets, with the cosmic dance, the elementals, the four pillars in Chinese astrology. They kind of merge together, along with our energetic centers. They're part of the cosmic soup too, quite honestly. And our channels, our pathways, not all the time, but sometimes, and our auric fields. And sometimes a message for our day, just depending on the comments and whatnot. But from the crown all the way down, deep into the highest of our hearts, our Sira, what we look like on the other side, our God spot is actually channeling and activated today. the messenger of our mind really is entering the realm of spirit, which is Pisces, traveling at the speed of light for just a little quickie. So you may find yourself kind of honing in on some spiritual acumens, maybe some books that inspire you, subjects on spirituality, just accenting that aspect of yourself, your divine self. So really be in an intimate kind of sacred space with your thoughts and your observations, and just watching your thoughts with intimacy. So if you're able to consciously observe and contemplate the most sacred of the sacreds, of the oneness of the moment, it might even just be a flashback, really. But sit in a reflective, kind of contemplative observatory, if you will, kind of like a trance state as you're in a meditation, and sense what's being delivered. So we're kind of in the swing of a juxtaposition again, the yin and the yang of the Pisces season, the physical materializations and things taking form of spiritual vibrations, and the energy body becomes embodied. These spiritual shifts, they're happening, they're becoming more solid, more taking form, ever like longer lasting, actually. So we're kind of in this choreography of healing our inner spirit. Could be our inner traumas, could be our soul wounds, all the things. There's so many of not just who we are in the physical right now, but our Sira, things from another timeline, another lifetime. So all of this spiritual choreography is becoming aligned. It's like doing its own dance, singing its own song. It's getting a tuning fork beyond the tuning fork. And in doing so, you may feel tested, spiritual faith, that inner knowing. Smile. Just be in your own personal choreography, your own resonance field. Just be allowing, be like Teflon, be like a reflector. You may also be in unfamiliar ground, unfamiliar waters. Feelings are like feeling as if things are out of alignment, or that misfire, going back to the engine of the car. So when in reality, we are really becoming the caterpillar. We've entered the cocoon. We're in the caterpillar phase of transforming, literally taking on a new form. So the process is really in motion. It's allowing space and time, which is fluid. That's why the silence of lucidity tuned in yesterday. So babies don't take form in a day. It really is a process. It's an investment in your spiritual acumen that really becomes whole, manifesting a sort of wholesomeness, really a choreography. So healing those inner realms of spirit and compassion, and I even feel like being merciful to yourself, feeling heartfelt compassion, truly feeling even down to an inner knowing in our bones, to the structure of our bones. So really going with the flow, the waters creating sacred space, and not just sacred space, but peace, sacred, peaceful, easy feeling waters. So it's wise to really hold the tone, the signature note of an inspirited, compassionate heart, a love space, acknowledging, accessing, and accepting that divine pour with an overpour of being non-judgmental, unconditional, being in peace, being in alignment, being in integrity. So it's as if spirit is embodying us into this light, really like a caterpillar of light, a light body, a new algorithm, a state of the all, the oneness. It's the singers of the realm. It's kind of a hypergate kind of algorithm. So with that, just a few announcements. Of course, we've got the Musing Moon meditation on the highway, the gifted full moon, the warm moon, healing reality, healing and having faith, and something unseen. You can tune in on YouTube. I do have a new episode on my Musing with Tonya D podcast, how an engineer turned or shift to bioenergy healing. Great episode, I must say. It was super fun. Totally fits the season of the witches theme. You can listen on Apple, Spotify, or just go to my website, tonyad.tv/podcast. And August of this year, of course, we do have the Magic in the Mountains of Mongolia. This is a adventure. This is not a luxury getaway. We're going to be traveling with not one, but 6 indigenous medicine people of the land. So we're not going to be tourists. We're literally going to be travelers. So be sure to jump in because space is limited. We are already getting signups, so just know that. Also, I am doing a secret mystery chart on Sunday. So if you would like to be a mystery guest on my show in the Rising of the Origins, that corridor, comment below. yeah, so that's kind of what I have going on. And for today on the Elemental Highway, we have got a Yin Earth Goat of a day, the greatest of all time. I love goat days, mostly because I'm a goat. The greatest of all time. So, our earth, the goat, is dry earth. There's no water hidden in the branch. So, earth has different forms. Yin earth is prone to allergies. I talk about this all the time. So, you might have an allergy kind of peak today. The earth houses many forms, many biomes, microbes, all the things. You know, it does have its own choreography, its own total village, really. But herbs are natural healers. Herbs for allergies. That's kind of what all this is actually even showing today. But it's caring, it's being patient, it's thoughtful, understanding of others and of yourself. So it's this inner contemplative energy. So we have a lot of ambition, creating or being seen as an authority on something. I would say, like an herbal doctor, a medicine doctor of herbs to heal, naturopaths. That's what I'm going with. Yang Wood is the purpose of our day master. The month branch, that's kind of the choreography of the day. Caring healer that uses herbs as the medicine to heal nature. There's all this nature. So that's kind of, it's like an herbal apothecary. You might need to go to the herbal store. I don't know, just thoughts. We do have hidden yin and yang fire in the branches. And we also have yang earth, which is that mountain in storage. But that's a hidden competitor, by the way. We do have a good friend in the goat. The yin goat is a great friend right below, being supportive. And we also have resources in the tiger. The yang fire kind of brings us these resources. But the year branch has an authority energy that is actually against our day. It's kind of a soaking it up. The year has a lot of energy still. It's because it's new. Yin water is our wealth. Wealth is abundance that we create from our creativity. And our day needs metal. There is zero metal in the chart today. There's nothing. Of course, I don't have the hour, but you can see that we do need metal. Metal to bridge the waters. The young water would be a great access too. Big water. But those are the elements. You could bring in fire to produce more fire friends, if you will. Fire produces earth, right? But I do feel metal, mineral would be a great asset. So that's like community, storytelling, being a manager. It's aesthetics, by the way, skin. People that are refined in a way. This feels like unrefined. It's using your voice, even Venus energy, just sharing your medicine, your personal medicine. So we do have some options. And the moon, the goddess of the night, is in her home sign. So we kind of have this alignment of emotional integrity and feeling our feelings, even the memories in our feelings. So you might act or be triggered with an emotion, a greater emotional kind of wave, if you will, action that our heart believes in. As maybe we are being more open, this is going to affect relationships. You know, what we align emotionally are our relationships in alignment with our feelings, all kinds of relationships. But I would affirm that I am embodying my higher self. I'm not going to do a message today, but I will do one for the weekend. So be sure to comment, share, and those insights come in. And I will see you on the other side. Blessings. I always like that, right? We're doing great.
Or we set it up ahead of time, but I don't believe in coincidences. I think things happen for a certain reason. Now, you can look at that as a divine reason, or you can look at it from a logical point of view, but it became part of my philosophy because of that. So I believe that everything happens for a reason and that everything has something positive in it. Like the yin and yang symbol, when you look at it, or in modern quantum physics, everything is made of positive and negative particles. Thus, everything has both. And if something negative happens to me, I know that there's something positive attached to it. When I was younger, I used to look for it just to validate it. But of course, every time it was validated, and so I don't look for it anymore. I just know it is there. So if something happens that may be negative from the outside or looks negative from the outside, I don't look at it that way. I know that there's something positive.